and Rosen in the morning. WRJN.
It's movie time. We're talking to Brett Hoffman of Marcus Theaters. Good morning, Brett. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Don. I'm doing great.
Let's start off with this news because it shocked me when I heard it. And I know the times they are a-changing, but this still shocked me. The Academy Awards are moving to YouTube starting in 2029, marking a new era for Hollywood's leading award show and a mainstay of network television for decades. Deal between the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences and YouTube announced Wednesday will start with a 101st Oscar ceremony in 2029 and run through 2033. The telecast has been aired on ABC Live since the 1970s. Whoa. That was a shocker when I heard that. You know, there's only one show where I turn off my phone, I lock the door, put a sign outside, do not disturb on my house. It's the night of the Academy Awards. I don't want to deal with anybody. Now it's on YouTube. Ugh, it's on the internet. What are they doing to me? They're phasing me out slowly but surely. Does it matter to you or you don't care?
You know, I can get YouTube on my smart TV. I can get anywhere, and I think what they're looking for here is in 2029, they're trying to get this so they'll have more global reach. It'll be more accessible for everyone. And the other reason they stated was they're also able to do a lot more different interactive things on YouTube than they can just on broadcast television. So that was their reasoning. We'll see if it works.
Yeah, I get you. We watch things on YouTube on my, I have a smart TV in the living room too. It's just that another tradition is going away. Oh, man. So anyway, that was the big news. Let's start off with what's new at the movies, and these aren't on YouTube. You got to go to the theater to see these. This is another tradition I don't want to see go bye-bye either. The movie theater. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of big movies coming out here. Let's start off with the big giant, Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Yes, all these are being released today on December 19th, and we've got another series that's being released on Christmas Day. But Avatar, Fire and Ash will be the biggest movie of the holiday season, and it is a big one. It's rated PG-13. It's action. It's the third movie of the Avatar series, and this is the epic adventure directed by James Cameron. Now, it clocks in at 3 hours and 15 minutes, so make sure you're ready for this one. It will go quick, and don't worry, you'll want to see every bit of it in 3D. Avatar is one of those movies where you just have to see it in 3D because James Cameron literally made the canvas to speak to us in 3D. So make your plans now to go to the biggest screen possible for this holiday season. I will tell you, look out right now for those showtimes. Get those seats you want in the middle of the biggest screen possible. If you're in Racine, where this is broadcasting from, that would be on the Ultra screen at the Renaissance Cinema. But James Cameron, he's going to take us back to Pandora. It's this new adventure for our Na'vi leader, Jake Sully, who we've seen in the first two with his family. And at this time, they encounter a new aggressive Na'vi tribe that causes conflict. So whatever the plot line is, I can guarantee you this. You're going to look up at this screen, and you are going to be memorized because the visuals are absolutely spectacular.
I'd rather see a good 3-hour movie than a bad 1-hour movie. You know, it's torture to sit through a bad 1-hour movie, but a 3-hour good one, they go really fast. You don't even notice they're going by there. Avatar, Fire and Ash. The next one is The Housemaid.
Yeah, this is a rated R thriller. It's getting a good Rotten Tomatoes rating right now, and it's based on the best-selling novel from Frida McFadden, a very popular book, and now this movie stars Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried. It's about this struggling woman that's happy to start work as a housemaid for an affluent elite couple, but as it turns out, things might not quite be what they seem. This is probably going to be number 2 at the box office this weekend. It has a tremendous following, so expect theaters to be busy for this one as well.
Now, I would have said this movie would bomb, but now I'm convinced with what I see recently, it's going to be a smash hit. The SpongeBob movie, The Search for SquarePants. See, this type of movie, I would have said, who's going to go see this? Then you see the lines and the kids swarming all over the theater, and so now I want to invest in this movie.
Well, it's rated PG, and it's a comedy. It's getting tremendous reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, 85%. And we see SpongeBob. This time he's journeying into the ocean depths to face the Flying Dutchman's ghost and encountering challenges and other marine mysteries along the way. And, of course, just to note, the Flying Dutchman is voiced by the one and only Mark Hamill.
You know, We saw White Christmas the other day, the retro movie White Christmas from the 50s. And when I got out, there were all these kids in the lobby. I would expect Zootopia 2. Is that what they came to see, you think? But I saw,
Probably.
all these, and some of them were dressed in costumes, which was really neat. Okay, here's the movie we're getting tickets for because my wife had it on her list for a long, long time because we don't know him personally, but we know the person who did the music for the movie. The movie's David.
Yeah, it's PG, it's animated, and it's from Angel Studios, who's given us a plethora of faith-based content over the last couple of years. This is a great animated biblical story for a lot of people coming out for this holiday season. So it deals with David from his mother's songs to his clash with Goliath. So a young David, and it follows his journey from being a humble shepherd up to anointed king. So this is getting some tremendous buzz. It is going to give the SpongeBob movie a run for its money, depending on which animated movie will take the crown this weekend at the box office. And that's tough because you have the SpongeBob movie, David, and Zootopia, 3 animated movies at the box office. So there's plenty for families to watch. But David is the animated title from Angel Studios. And I will tell everyone, if you're planning to go out for a limited time, we do have a buy one, get one passport on our site right now. So if you look, there's a banner on marcustheaters.com. You can sign up and you can get 2 tickets for only $10. It is a tremendous deal. So if you're planning to go out, go to our website, check that out. It's a great deal, and it's only while supplies last. So that would be a great way to take family members to David.
One of the biggest days of the year for theaters is Christmas Day. And you've got a plethora of big movies opening up on Christmas Day. Let's start off with the one with the Milwaukee Connection, Song Sung Blue.
Well, it is a tradition for many families to go to the movies on Christmas Day. And we actually have something that goes back to a Milwaukee tradition, and that's seeing a little local band, a little husband-wife duo called Lightning and Thunder. Their story got made into this movie, Song Sung Blue. It's PG-13. It's a drama. It's getting great Rotten Tomatoes ratings at over 80%. And, of course, it's based on the original true story of the husband and wife duo from right here in the Milwaukee area, Lightning and Thunder. 2 down-on-their-luck musicians. They're played by Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson. It talks about them forming a Neil Diamond tribute band and proving it's never too late for love or to follow your dreams. We've had early screenings on this. They've done tremendous. Hugh Jackman and Craig Brewer, the director, were out a couple weeks ago in the Milwaukee area promoting this film. They were excellent. Everyone I know that goes to see this, including myself, absolutely loves it. So it's a wonderful movie. It's great to go see this one. And a little bit of Milwaukee tradition and history in this one, of course, because it's based on the duo that was here, Lightning and Thunder.
Our next film is based about a ping pong player, Marty Supreme. Is this a comedy? What's this about?
Now, it's a drama. It's rated R. It's from A24 that's produced some excellent films over the years. So Marty Supreme, it follows this hustler turned ping pong prodigy, Marty Mauser, played by Timothy Chalamet, and he does an excellent job as he does in most everything that he stars in. And it takes place in the 1950s New York City. You know, he's charismatic, and he schemes, he lies, he charms his way through gritty Manhattan to these international tournaments where he's trying to make ping pong a respected sport, along the way battling corrupt officials and questionable backers and his own personal demons while he's pursuing greatness, and he wants to go to the legendary championship of ping pong in Tokyo. It's an epic movie. It's an excellent drama. Timothy Chalamet is excellent in this one as well. Another great holiday selection here. So if you're a cinephile and you're looking for a great performance and just a wonderful film, Marty Supreme would be excellent for this holiday season, and it opens on Christmas Day.
Okay, this may sound like a remake, but it's probably more original. It's Anaconda. It's a comedy this time.
That's right. This one's going to be a comedy. It's rated PG-13. 2 people this follows. Doug, played by Jack Black, and Griff, played by Paul Rudd. As you can imagine, that duo on screen is going to be amazing. they've been best friends ever since they were kids, and they've always dreamed about remaking their all-time family movie. And there's a midlife crisis that happens in their life, as it does to some of us, and they decide, let's finally go for it. So they head deep into the Amazon to start filming, but things get real when an actual giant anaconda appears, and this turns into a comedically chaos-filled situation. So you can imagine Jack Black, Paul Rudd, giant snakes. This equals comedy. It comes out on Christmas Day. It would just be fun for people to watch this one. So Anaconda's rated PG-13. It will be a hoot to watch on screen.
Now, the original Anaconda was actually a serious movie. It was like a horror monster type of thing with this giant snake. This one is a comedy. Should be a lot of fun. All right. We have a serious moment here.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
That's from A Few Good Men, directed by Rob Reiner. I can watch that movie over and over and over again. I never get tired of seeing the performances of Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson, Kevin Pollak, Demi Moore. What a great movie. It was originally, I think, a stage play, and then Rob Reiner took it to the movies, and it was perfect. And let's honor Rob Reiner here, because you got to meet him twice, right?
Yeah, it was an excellent time this year. I got to meet Rob Reiner twice. Once at CinemaCon, and then the other time I went out to Los Angeles to film with him, the members of Spinal Tap, and Greg Marcus. And each time I had some time to talk to Rob. What a kind individual, and what a sharp guy. Very witty, very, very interested in finding out about, cinema and what was going on with myself and Marcus Peters. And I just had a wonderful time meeting Rob. And let me tell you, it was very hard to lose him, because when I take a look at some of my favorite movies of all time, he's directed them. And when you really look at it, he's such a versatile director, because not only did he do comedy, but he did all kinds of other genres as well, like A Few Good Men. So there were so many things that I adore about Rob's work. And I'll tell you, in my top 3 movies of all time, you'll see The Princess Bride, because that was one that my brother and I watched over and over and over again as kids. It still has a special place for me.
Now, This Is Spinal Tap is a classic. I mean, and then the sequel. I didn't see the sequel yet, though, but the original was so good. Why don't you just make the highest volume 10? And he said, but this one goes to 11.
11.
Classic line. Everything in that movie was great. They came back for the sequel, and I didn't see the sequel yet, but I'm going to try to see it. Stand By Me. Now, the interesting thing about that was so many of these child actors became adult actors. And I think a lot of people can relate to that movie, Stand By Me.
Yeah, it was a coming-of-age movie, and you look at who was in that one, whether it was Will Wheaton, River Phoenix, there were Corey Feldman. There were so many in that. Kiefer Sutherland. Tremendous coming-of-age movie there that I think a lot of us can relate to. Released in 1986, and that one is the 3rd highest Rotten Tomatoes rating movie of anyone who's ever filmed.
Here's a frightening movie. It gives you the chills. Misery, with Kathy Bates and James Caan. And Kathy Bates was frightening in this movie.
Tremendous. When you figure James Caan, this is one where you put 2 people in a room and 2 great an actor and actress, James Caan and Kathy Bates, and just let them go. Frightening, just a great Stephen King adaptation, and that's Misery. And that shows you not only can he do like mockumentaries, he basically made up what a mockumentary was, but then you go to Misery, which was just frightening. So excellent work there from them as well.
Yeah, The American President. I really love this. Michael Douglas, I think Annette Bening was in that film too, and it was such a good movie. And by the way, all these movies got Rotten Tomato ratings in the 90s. I mean, there's no 70s or 40s here. They're all 90s. American President. You ever see that one?
I did. What a great movie there. Again, drama had some elements of comedy in there. Michael Douglas, Annette Bening, Martin Sheen, Michael J. Fox is in this one as well. So tremendous movie. You haven't seen it. The American President. It was 1995. Check that one out.
We also have When Harry Met Sally, obviously a classic. People remember lines from that. And Rob Reiner's mother is actually in the film, delivering the best line of the movie.
I'll have what she's having.
That's right. That's his mother. Yeah. A Few Good Men we talked about. This was a Broadway play. It turned into a movie. I mean, the cast is just perfect. They couldn't have picked better people to star in this movie. And I think this is Tom Cruise's best performance of his life. When he's in that courtroom and he doesn't know whether he should attack Jack Nicholson, you could see it in his eyes. His hands are shaking. You could see in his lips are quivering. He doesn't know what to do. That's acting. That's good. I love that. Here's one. What was he involved in Albert Brooks's Defending My Life? He didn't direct that, though.
He actually directed this documentary. So this is a funny documentary about comedian and filmmaker Albert Brooks, which includes all these interviews. So go back and see that if you haven't seen it. But he actually directed this one.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
That's an excellent documentary.
Because the movie Defending My Life starred Meryl Streep and Albert Brooks. It's one of my favorites, where he dies and now he's got to get to heaven. But first of all, he's got to defend his life to see if he deserves to go or not. The Sure Thing. Here's another film I didn't know he was involved in with John Cusack. Wow, this was a good movie. I didn't know he directed this one.
An excellent 80s movie from John Cusack, and there you go. Rob Reiner directed this one. It's kind of got some road trippiness to it, but PG-13 movie here in the 80s, and it was classic 80s in 1985 with John Cusack.
And his last
John Cusack, yeah.
And his last movie release, Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues. This one just came out. I don't know, was he working on any other movies that we don't know about?
You know, I haven't checked that, but I can tell you, obviously, I help promote Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues. Everyone should go watch this one. Last movie that was on the big screen of his, and I had a great time getting to know him. So just walking through that list of 10, when we look at that, I think all of us remember most of them. And we lost him too soon because there's probably many more things to come.
Okay, in the last minute here, quick review of the new titles coming out today.
All right, coming out today, we have Avatar, Fire and Ash. Go see it on the big screen. The Housemaid, it's a rated R thriller. Then we have SpongeBob, the SpongeBob movie, The Search for SquarePants, rated PG, that's animated. And then David, the animated story, the animated biblical story of David. And then plenty of things coming out on Christmas Day as well. We'll be back next week to tell you all about it because there is so much at the movies right now. Go out, see 1, 2, 3, 4 of these movies. Everything we listed is excellent. So make your plans now. Make your reservations and get those reserve seats to take your family out next week or this weekend to the movies.
Merry Christmas, my friend.
Have a good one, Don. Thank you.